All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world y'all are in. It is 7:30 a.m. in beautiful, sunny, cool Arizona. This update, we're going over the weekly on USDT dominance. Yesterday we went over Bitcoin, the higher time frames, total 2, total 3, and others. And today I wanted to get a little bit more confluence and perspective as to the way the market looks compared to last bull run. So as you can see here with ACE, okay, money flow and pressure just now coming up, starting their journey back up. Momentum is up, as we have seen for the last month or so. USDT bottomed out right around 4% and then decided to take off. We did get an ace cross here, and I have my settings at, oh, whoops, wrong one there. I got my settings set to 2. I'm sorry, 3. Let's try 2. And it's still there. Okay, yeah. So for the higher time frames, I like to go at least 1. I like it set to at least 1 or 2. The lower time frames, anything below the daily is good for 3. But 1 is definitely something that if we get a 1, then, you know, we're looking pretty good. And that's exactly what happened. We got a 1. And here we are. So where does it compare to the last bull run? Well, as you can see, let me move my line over here. Looks pretty close to the same. Okay, same thing here. So Corey's Nexus RSI indicator is pretty much showing the same thing here also. Money flow, pressure, momentum, erect to the upside for USDT dominance. I do have a fib pulled here, kind of like back over here. We did screw around with the 786. The 786 is like right around here. USDT doesn't like to follow fib rules very well, but that's okay. So I would imagine that we're probably going to come up somewhere near 6% and play around in this level right around here. And then we'll see after that. I'm not going to say that we're going to do something like this, obviously, because we have no idea. But what I can say is we are headed up here for 6%, roughly 5.9-ish percent. Okay, and then what happens, what did happen, let's just say what did happen is we got some nice moves. We got some decent volatility in February and March where we came up to this 5.25%, and then we did see 3.75% within a couple weeks, and then boom, right back up, and then boom, right back down. So this was some interesting trading going on here from January to February, that whole month, and then February all the way up to the end of February, and then February all the way to the end of March until April, and then bear market, big time bear market ensued. So we could see something like this when USDT and its momentum waves kind of start getting way up here, and VWAP wants to kind of start topping out. I think we have another week or so, 2 weeks minimum, before we start seeing USDT dominance kind of topping out. So I'm going to have to assume that we're going to continue up higher here quickly. VWAP is erect straight up to the upside. So I don't see longs at all here unless we're scalping the super short time frame. Let's go to one of my favorite time frames, a 3-day. We're going to do something like this right here. Go to the 3-day. See how we look. I have not looked at this yet, honestly. Money flow and pressure, especially money flow, is just wanting to go up and up. Let me remove my table. We already know what the table looks like. It's green across the board there. So we don't need it on there anymore. And it looks the same way over here. Pressure, money flow, heading up, straight up. So there is no denying where we're at. There is no denying where we are at. And 2-day, same thing. I looked at the 2-day earlier. So I am convinced that we are making higher highs, lower highs on USDT dominance on the 2-day. The daily is the same thing. It looks more painful for the bulls. And that's pretty much it for this update, guys. I don't really think, unless we want to get into Bitcoin, much hasn't changed over the last day. I do have this. I didn't bring this up yesterday, but I do have this nice little channel that we were trading in on Bitstamp here. Came out of it. And now we're losing this heart line here, where it has been respected for quite some time, since July, when we first started getting into this. But see, we got bottom taps here, top 1, 2, 3, and 1, and another one here. Came down, heart line, and we are in a daily order block as far as never mind, here we go. Wait a minute. Oh wait, that's a 2-day, my bad. I thought we were in a daily order block. Am I wrong? Nope. Bitstamp. So Bitstamp front ran this daily order block here. However, for Bybit, we did tap into it there. So interesting. Very, very interesting. See, we missed it here, and we just started tapping it right here. So that'll be perps and spot fighting over each other here. So we'll have to see what goes on. We just tapped it, so there's that. Getting a nice reaction now. So that's all I got. That's the weekly, the 2-day, 3-day on USDT dominance. Let's see what it gives us. Have a great day, y'all. I'll be back.